Thanks so much for joining me for this session of Dr. Plotzker's Mind. I've been looking forward to vacation for a little bit. My wife finally selected from my three options. So it looks like we are headed to Tennessee next month. I've never been there. In fact, I don't think I've been all that close to Tennessee. Though Mammoth Cave is within 2 hours. Maybe I've been closer than I thought. But I've never been across the Tennessee state line. This is a long road trip that's been outlined. It's going to require 6 nights at a hotel, 1 night at an unspecified location en route to getting there. I don't know how far I will be able to drive the first day, but not all the way to Nashville. Then I have 2 nights in Nashville, a drive to Great Smokies National Park, where the people who visit typically stay in a town called Gatlinburg, and then an additional drive home with the stop in Asheville to see the Biltmore Mansion, again driving as far as I can realistically drive safely. I've had the car serviced on the recommendation of the dealer's inspection. I replaced 4 tires and did not skimp on their balancing or their front end alignment. So the vehicle looks like it's ready to go. My next challenge, which isn't as easy as it looks, has been to pick a hotel. It used to be easy. There was Travelocity, Expedia, Hotels.com, Booking.com. I've used all of them at one time or another. I'm not looking to save a few dollars, but there are things that I would like to have. The hotels that serve as a way station while I am driving don't really need any frills. They just need a bed and relative freedom from vermin. I sleep overnight, maybe grab something to eat in the town, and be on my way. But I have 2 nights in Nashville where I'd like the hotel to be not luxurious, but something worthy of vacation. Same thing with Gatlinburg. These hotel sites have gotten more complex. I used to sign on to one, most typically Travelocity, pick my city, pick my days, sort them by price. They allow amenities to be part of the search. So I insist that I be able to park the car, though I am willing to pay a parking fee up to a point. I use Wi-Fi, and if I'm going to stay more than one night, I kind of like to have a pool. It's a way to kind of stretch and unwind. Even if it rains and I can't use the pool or it's a little chilly, I generally like to know that one is there, that the owners of the property cared enough about the people staying there to give them that comfort. An exercise room to keep me on schedule would also be reasonably helpful to have, but most of the places I look at have this. What's made something that used to be easy into something complex has been the listing of places that really aren't hotels. They're Airbnbs or VRBO or some people whose homes have been converted to short-term stays. They get mingled with the places where I do want to stay. Now, to be fair, they have some advantages. If you're traveling with a big group and they have 2 bedrooms, you can subdivide the cost. They have a kitchen. Those become cost effective. For my wife and me, it's really not, especially when the price is misleading. Every place has the room rate, but these places also have a cleanup fee, a resort fee, a host fee, things that make the room rate very, very misleading until you read the total cost for the 2 days, which can be quite a bit more than I'm willing to spend. Even with the conventional hotels, there are parking fees, which I've now come to expect. There are taxes, which I've come to expect. But there are also cancellation fees that are posted at much higher amounts than I'm used to. I could understand agreeing to pay another $10, $15 a night in case I should have to cancel. I can't understand paying $35 a night in case I should have to cancel, when in all likelihood I won't. In my whole life, I've only had to cancel on short notice one time. That means reading through the hotels near Nashville, I have to think about the distance from the place I want to go, and not the room rate cost, but the real cost. Some places have breakfast, some places don't. I don't mind getting in my car and driving a little bit to go to a nice breakfast. Gatlinburg is very similar. It looks like a lot of people invested in private properties to service the national park visitors. These properties also have these fees that are not hidden, but they're also not made obvious. A lot of places in Gatlinburg serve breakfast. On the other hand, one of the things that Gatlinburg is known for is its abundance of pancake houses. I'd kind of like to go to one while I'm there. I'll be there, I guess, 3 mornings, so I'll have my chance, and I don't mind foregoing the hotel's buffet, which in my recent experience has become increasingly skeletal since the pandemic, in favor of a more sumptuous breakfast that reflects the character of the area that I'm visiting. Eventually, I'm going to get through this, but it's taking longer than I thought. I'll have to make a few recommendations for my wife, let her give the thumbs up or the thumbs down, and then we'll compromise. Now, for our trip to Florida, where I think we went at the end of 2022, I let her make the reservations. I was happy with what she chose. I chose the rental car. I was not at all happy with that. But this time I have my car, recently serviced, very comfortable, and ready to go. Thanks so much for sharing this session of Dr. Plosker's Mind.